A Song of Hope.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Okay then.
Cole said
A new crafting recipe is available. A new missive. Huh. Do we check all these before? No, we'll speak to
How
Otto
are we
first.
supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cat?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story.
Well, except Jill. Let me explain.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
Quest accepted. Like father, like daughter. Okay, well. Before we do that, we'll have a look around and speak to all these guys. So we've got some side quests outside of the Hardaway.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Why not?
Quick look.
For Great Justice 2. Wait, is that going to be rekindling the flame? Trading places. So there's one in every area. Yeah, it's Lost Wing. So is that going to be Quinton's war against that guy? Okay, so we've got them to focus on. We've got some new monsters on the hunt board. Just the one. Oh my lord, it's a chocobo. Dread Comet. The Sickle in Dalmekia. They're all in Dalmekia. Except for these unknown ones. So with these ones... Oh, there you go. Rosarian Ruins, so... It's Rosaria. And this one... Woodland Passes of the Empire. So I'm guessing giving them a read, you'll eventually be able to figure out where they could possibly be anyway. Right, so we've got them to keep an eye out for. I don't think there's anything up there to check. Vivian, yeah.
Back again?
Hello, Vivian.
How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive.
I mean... Yeah, the Royal Knights of Wallou came here, but... Other than that... Not really anything too crazy to know, to be honest. Same for characters.
I have the details here.
Is she finally named? She is, at last. She's finally named. Wondered who that was then. Oscar. It's the squire, right? Deceased. Worships. Okay, well.
Very good.
Very good. But then we do have the side quest here as well, so... We'll have a little look around the Hardaway.
You're as pale as a poltergeist. Why don't you sit down and have a nice bowl of Molly's brown?
I'm good, thanks. I'm a busy man. Saving the world is no easy feat. Hi, Doggle. Okay, let's start here. Not too bothered about talking to Hippocrates. What's going on here?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Noted. Quest accepted. On balance. Prioritize. Okay. Is this going to be Tet and Crow up to no good? Okay, we'll do these one at a time, so we'll come back and speak to her later. Karen!
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
It is indeed. So give me all my potions, please.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah.
It'd better all be here.
It is, don't you worry. Ooh, new sword, but don't need to buy it from you. Ooh. Rune blade, belt, and crescents.
Come again.
Come again.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I don't need to buy them from you, though, because Blackthorn.
What do I owe the honour? What do you want?
Well, I'd happily take one of these, if you don't mind. Since there's nothing else. I'll take that, thanks.
Should last you a good while.
Great. Oh, wow. Even the +1 is worse than what I'm wearing. Feels bad. This is better, though, so I'll take that. Wait a minute, though. Huh. We only have one of those. Do I want to use it for this? What if there's something else better that comes along that needs that? Damn it. Especially considering it's only 2 HP more. And 5 defense. Maybe I'll hold off for now.
Anything else?
That's not going to make too much of a difference. Oh, it's Goose. I'll be back to talk to you soon, buddy. Gotta go discipline some kids. We've got a new sword. Oh, wow, the end. It's a nice looking sword. Oh, actually, yeah, I really like the hilt. Nice looking blade.
Sid, heard you were in Canberra fetching young men.
I was. Children.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all striped. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
Just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Great
Well, then
impersonation.
your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Okay.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Oh, I actually thought this was going to be like a puzzle. And then we get to move the parts. We're literally just talking about each one. Thrilling.
This is called the arm.
Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
I love how suddenly I'm Professor Clive.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
Wow, Jill's been kidnapped, but yet we have time to teach kids. Priorities.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Minadol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Minadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Well, that was fun.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I totally did that by design. So you guys could learn what was wrong. I swear I'm a good teacher.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
No, I didn't. Smug little
If
punk.
Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Yeah, I love how Jill's been kidnapped, but hey, I have time to be a professor. Why do I feel like I've taken the long route back? I feel like they're both pretty even, though.
Let me help.
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Quest complete. Wow, that was thrilling. I'll take that, I guess. I definitely felt like more of a filler side quest. Wasn't much going on in that one.
Who's that?
Yeah, we can do these as well.
Blasted books. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
What did I
Are
do?
you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Kind of blackmail, but I did help the other guy, so...
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Huh.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Quest accepted, not to be outdone. Prioritized. Well, something tells me that Harpocrates is going to know exactly what we're looking for.
Let me help.
What up, old man?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sanbriquois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
Okay.
Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the Blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
You got it, old man. Thank you kindly. Okay then, well. I mean, we might as well head there straight away. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, wait. We'll have a look in my chambers. Got a couple of new things. And then we'll head to Northreach. And I might do the side quest that's in Northreach whilst I'm there as well. And then we'll come back and speak to Goots. What letters have we got? Oh, one of these is a side quest? Oh, it is. I might leave that one then. There's so many. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you've ever in need of quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask, Martha. Okay. The flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you are needed most. My lord, without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working, so as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none but more worthy than you. Well, thank you, Wade. Appreciate you, brother. Word from Northreach. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Isabel. Oh well, sorry Isabel. I don't think Jill will like me going in there. I love how there's a note from everyone. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Better get better at the old act, and then duty. My Lord Marquess, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Yote. You have my word, and then we'll come back and read this one in a bit. What's new on the Wall of Memories? Oh, the Guardian Scarf. With this tippet, dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers, does Sir Wade pledge not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Good old Wade. It's only that one. Thought there'd be more. Okay. Right, so we will head to Northreach then. Oh, there's two. Which is... Okay, that's the new quest, so we'll go here first. Boom. Okay. Northreach, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. And then we'll go and check in on Quinton and his war in Lost Wing. See how that's getting on.
You needn't fret. The creatures.
I can get to there, right? I think so. Okay, good.
To the meadows then.
Aye. Feels somewhat peaceful out here. And then you guys have to come along and ruin it. What are you gonna do, huh? Come on, attack me, you know you want to. What? That was perfectly timed. How am I not getting a precision dodge here? There we go, finally. Feels somewhat not worth it. It helped. Although a Phoenix thing would have done it a lot quicker. We'll go grab that item.
He said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Well, there's a blueback wyvern right here. How you doing?
This must be our wyvern. Alright. Let's get this over with.
You missed. Try again, though. Okay, take it back. Aww. Scratch me. What? Never mind. You missed. And... staggered. Bahamut! Time to burn. Finish him, Toggle. You missed. Thought I was going to finish him before he could get his attack off. I was wrong.
You lose.
You lose. Enemy slain. I will take those.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Wasn't there an item? Did I pick it up? Must have done. I wonder if this could be what we're looking for.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Easy peasy. Those chocobos. Like pink glows to them. Don't like fighting chocobos though. I must have got that item. Well, okay then. That was nice and easy. So we will head to Lost Wing to see how Quinton is doing. Before we head back, of course.
We're taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
And that was me impressed last time I came here and saw that. Because I thought, ooh, it's carrying on the story, but no, it was... I think now was the time that it makes sense for that to happen.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Ooh.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now, Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Quest accepted for Great Justice 2. Well, feels bad for Quinton.
Those who cannot join us in the coming fight are gathered at Gotan's Bales. I would ask that you see them to safety.
Of course.
I'll search the village one last time for any stragglers.
Nice one.
Sorry, Master.
To Gotan's Bales
Oops.
then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
Clive was just like, I'm no longer interested in talking to you. See ya. I thought he was done. Something tells me this might be the end of Quinton. The Orabelle Downs. It's been a while. I thought he was going to find them all dead or something. Hey everyone.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen.
So dramatic.
Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
I shall. I've been to Heaven Hall.
The man is to the east of Lostwing, through the woods. Quentin and the others will be halfway there already. You have to hurry.
I'll be right there.
Please, Sid, you've got to catch up with him.
I still haven't paid Quentin back for saving my life. So don't let him die.
Oh, so Clive's running away. So don't. Oh, he's gone. Oh yeah, it's all the way over there. I mean, shortcut. The Dragon's Eyrie. Oh look, it's that. The impossible to defeat creature. No point even trying to fight it. Just keeps running away and healing. Cheater. Wait, what? I didn't mean to use this. I meant to use the Phoenix thing. Come here. Down you go. You lose. Oh, I was going to say, do we have to fight those fallen? We could just run past. But there's some here, so we'll deal with these instead. Decimated. Oh, we have some raptors as well. Decimated. It's through here, right? Oh well, there's loads of chocobos parked outside it, so it must be. The Imperial Chase. Something tells me I'm going to be fighting the big monster.
Damn it.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
tell me I'm too late.
Oh no. Look at all the bodies. Something tells me Quentin's still going to be alive, at least for now. Jeez. Maybe not. Oh, wait, yeah, of course he is.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive.
He doesn't look bothered at all.
Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Shocker.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
I knew it'd be me dealing with it.
You're no guard dog. It's a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Oh. Bit harsh, Clive. Oh. I did not expect the double attack. You missed. That was badly timed. Oh my lord. Why am I so bad at dodging this all of a sudden? Thank you. Jeez. That was painful. was gonna say, is it even hitting it? He moved out of its range. Every time. You missed. Finish this. Enemy slain. And I'll take that single whisker.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Feels bad.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Damn.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
With water? Or ether? Ether.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
No, Quentin.
Damn it.
An Akashic shield.
It's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgon. We need to make this quick.
Make it quick. Try that again. Damn it. Try it again. Thank you. Destroyed. Come on. You know you want to. Ow. Just as he was off screen, so I couldn't see when he was coming. Typical. Nice try. Decimated. Anyone else? Bahamut! And bam.
You're finished.
on.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
You missed. Absolutely decimating them. Holy. No more spells for you. Decimated. Enemy slain. Holy. Just destroying people. Man.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Oh, is he dead?
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned.
Of course.
I'm going to get you out of here.
How convenient. Good old plot armor. Sometime later.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Yay, happy endings.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Quest complete. What a reward. Oh, we get some other stuff as well. Reduces Wicked Wheel cooldown by 2 seconds. Ooh, crazy. And then we have the Hanged Man signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden, built around a fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper, displayed in Clive's chambers. Nice. I'll take it.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
Sorry, Quentin. Toggle's just going crazy in the background. But it's been a pleasure. Glad you're safe and all. Shame about all your men, though. Okay, back to the hideaway we go. Deliver those ingredients. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. Well, that'll be the board. I'll have a look at it next time we've got something.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
There you go, there you go. Enjoy.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
This better not take long, I'm a busy man. Sometime later, well, it at least looks better than the last
And
one.
here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Quest complete. Easy peasy. Right, and now we'll go speak to Goots.
If it's knowledge you seek.
What up, Goots?
What am I gonna do?
Aww. You can tell me about the sky. I reckon these skies are enough to give anyone the collywobbles, but I'm not gonna sit around hanging my head and twiddling my thumbs. Did enough of that back in Twinside while you were busy fighting that horrible dragon. And then that even horribler one.
No more.
From now on, I'm going to do what you lot do and properly pull my finger out, no matter how much my knees are knocking. Can't have Nan and Blackthorn thinking I'm a great big wet blanket now, can I? So don't you worry about me. You just stick to what you do best. Saving the world. Okay.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Of course you would. I'm not afraid of a lashing, though.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Quest accepted. An eye for an eye. Is that because Karen's only got one eye? It's gonna be some, like, competition slagging her off, isn't it?
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Feels bad. Poor Clive. At least I saved Goots from it.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader,
He said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Great.
I'll find out who's been making up lies about Poe and Anne, and when I do, I don't know what I'll do, but it won't be pretty.
I believe you. Well, to the Dalimil Inn we go to solve the mystery of Karen. Let's go.